You know, well, first of all, I'm gonna put this down for a bit so I can do my mom's homework. Well, not do homework, do the typing part that is needed. Whoops, sorry about that, folks. I said that right. It's not like the other one, so there we go. But yeah, trying to get some things off of my chest while I do this. First of all, well, basically, you can see what this video is about, and I don't mean to be mean or anything when I talk about it, but more or less, it's something that myself and I'm sure a lot of people have to get off their chest when it comes to things like this. Uh, Basically, ladies and gentlemen, how do I put this? I understand that there are certain television channels out there made for certain genders, specifically for certain genders like male, like man or woman, for kids, teenagers. I can understand that, but what I don't understand is if a channel is supposed to be for the entire family, if you will, then why doesn't it prove that it is? Basically, my point is, why doesn't a channel like, say, the Hallmark channel, and even its movie channel spin-off, Hallmark Movie Channel, if they're supposed to be for the entire family, then why is it, and I don't mean this by any offense, I don't mean to be any offense, I don't mean anything, but why does Hallmark Channel seem to be more targeted towards the female gender? And again, I don't mean any disrespect. I'm not saying that the female gender doesn't deserve their own channel. God knows they have their own channels targeted towards them. But you know, why is it certain channels just can't stick to what they say they are? You know, Hallmark Channel is supposed to be a family channel, basically one of those channels for the entire family. But mostly it's like it's aimed towards the female gender. And again, I don't mean any disrespect, but I think what Hallmark needs to do is improve themselves. I believe Hallmark's owned by what, NBC or whoever, Comcast. They need to sit down with the people at Hallmark, whoever's in charge of that channel, and the movie channel, and say, look, you're supposed to be for an entire family. You know, we know most of your stuff is dramatic shows, dramatic movies, you know, sitcoms at times. We understand you got all that, and that's okay, but you need to be more widespread. You need to, if you want to gain a real audience, you don't want people on your butts about what you're doing. You need to spread out. You need to do stuff. You need to be more open-minded. So, you know, to me, I think that's what Hallmark needs to do with both their channels. They need to be more open-minded. They need to spread out more. I mean, they got various opportunities all over. They're just not taking them. You got Saturday mornings. You got entire libraries of cartoons that kids, if they could tune into Hallmark Channel for maybe 2-3 hours on a Saturday morning, they could see cartoons they haven't seen in a while. I mean, if Hallmark is willing to bring in shows like I Love Lucy, you know, The Golden Girls, Frasier, and stuff like that. If they're willing to do that, they should be willing enough to do maybe 2-3 hours worth of cartoons that would be good. I mean, there's entire animation libraries out there. Classic Media Ltd is one of them. I mean, you got He-Man and She-Ra and who knows what else by those people, or owned by those people, that could be aired on Hallmark. I mean, they're being aired right now on MeTV and RTV, in retro television, and in My TV and Antenna TV. But you've got a whole massive Saturday morning deal that Hallmark can open up to, but yet they don't. I mean, even Sci-Fi Channel opened up to that at one point. The thing is, I can understand Hallmark has their ways, and whoever's in charge thinks that, probably feels and believes that this is how Hallmark should be presented. And, I understand that. Maybe from their sense and a business sense, that's how it is. But you could still do that, but, be more open-minded. Be more opened up. You know what I'm saying? You've got other shows out there, other comedies you could bring in that everybody likes. You got the Hogan Family, which has not been seen in a while since early 2000s on PAX. You can bring that in. You can bring in Puffin stuff. Oh, I care. The point is, they've got a lot of opportunity in front of them to really diversify, to be a diverse channel instead of being stuck in one rut, in one area. Being stuck with certain ways that obviously, in my honest opinion, are not working. I mean, yes, they got some good shows. Golden Girls, no doubt. My mom loves that show. Lucy, I love Lucy, no problem. Martha Stewart, if you're a Martha Stewart fan, great. Little House on the Prairie, great, no problem. Frasier, hey, no problem. Cheers, no problem. But you got to be more diverse than just those shows, because what overwhelms most of those shows is your dramaticness. You need to diverse from the dramatic and be more comedic. You need to bring in more family stuff. Instead of just during the holidays, you need to bring it more towards all the time. I mean, there's a lot of channels right now in the past few years that have changed up because they realize they're going to be more diverse. They got to be like, okay, if we're going to target this audience, we need to bring this in. Or we're going to target that audience, we need to bring that in. So, to me, I think that's what a channel like Hallmark needs to do. They need to open up more. They need to become more diverse. They need to have more channel. They need to have more programming, not just for women, no offense, because I know, that, again, I could probably understand they feel that's what's making their channel a success, and I get that. But they need to be more diverse. They need to be more, about all genders, about all generations. I mean, you got, let's say, a cartoon like the Raccoons, and they got various specials like Christmas Raccoons, On Ice, Let's Dance, and believe it or not, the 50-minute mini movie, if you will, Lost Star. So, to me, that's what, there's a cartoon like that right there. There's shows in Canada they can bring down, and I've seen that fans would be interested in, people could be interested in. And again, it's all about opening the door and letting all that opportunity in, opening the door and saying, let's become more diverse. That's what a channel like Hallmark Channel and its movie channel need to do. But that's just my honest opinion. Many of you may or may disagree with it. But let me know down below, video response if you like, I would appreciate it. And peace out, God bless, I'm out of here.